Thank you, sir. Jahanzaib from Airway News TV, Pakistan. Sir, Secretary Blinken called youngest Foreign Minister of Pakistan, Bilawal Bhutto, and invited him to attend a food security summit. So, what were the points of discussion during the talk, and are we expecting any one-to-one meeting between Secretary Blinken and Bhutto?
I don't have any bilateral meetings to preview during the next week's food security gathering in New York. What I can say is that Secretary Blinken did have an opportunity to speak with his new Pakistani counterpart, Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto last week, May 6th, I believe it was. They had an opportunity to reflect on the 75th anniversary of U.S.-Pakistani relations, to talk about how we can strengthen that cooperation going forward. It is a broad-based bilateral relationship. The Secretary underscored the resolute U.S.-Pakistan commitment to Afghan stability and to combating terrorism as well. They also discussed ongoing engagement when it comes to our economic ties, trade, investment, climate, energy, health, and education. So it was a wide-ranging conversation, as these introductory conversations oftentimes are. And I expect before long they will have an opportunity to follow up.
So, former Prime Minister Imran Khan still blaming U.S. for his ouster from Prime Minister office and leading an anti-American campaign. So, do you think that his anti-American campaign creating fractures among the structure of the diplomatic relationship between Pakistan and U.S. or it doesn't matter?
We are not going to let propaganda, misinformation, and disinformation, lies, get in the way of any bilateral relationship we have, including with the bilateral relationship we have with Pakistan, one we value.
So ISI's chief is here in Washington, D.C. Is there any meeting with the Secretary Blinken or any other State Department officials?
I would refer you to Pakistani authorities to comment on his schedule. I'm not aware of any meeting with Secretary Blinken. Yes.
So one of my colleagues sent me a question, if you would like to respond. So she says that U.S. and Pakistan have always had a good education exchange relationship that opens doors to sharing ideas, best practices, innovation, and much more. Do you foresee continuation of such initiatives and efforts to expand relations with Pakistan and the people of Pakistan?
I absolutely do. Our educational exchange program, whether it's with Pakistan, whether it's with any other country, it's a core element of our people-to-people ties. We've been fortunate to have Pakistanis studying here in this country. We have American students who've had the opportunity to study in Pakistan. Those types of exchanges are always helpful, are always valuable as we seek to understand our partners, and as Americans seek to better understand the world, and as we have other countries better understand America.